Board thing. It's annoying.
Hi, you guys. Good morning. It's me, Maria. Are we hearing something different? Happy Friday. Matt Atchity, the big kahuna, is joining us this morning. He's back. Last week you were on business somewhere.
Yes.
I do everything in air quotes now. But Matt is back. We're going to talk weekend movies. We have a lot of movies to talk about that's opening this weekend. And we also have Cameron Bure. I believe that's how you say her last name, and I can't remember because she
Beret.
The Beret. Cameron Bure from Dancing with the Stars. She was on Full House. She was here a few weeks ago. I don't know if you remember.
A few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago. 2 months is a few weeks ago. When was she here last?
I don't remember. I'm not sure you weren't.
I think it was the week before you went on break.
Correct. So that was 9 weeks ago. That's a few weeks ago.
Yep. 2 months ago.
Very mature.
So a few weeks ago, and we may get Viola Davis. I'm not sure if we will get Viola into the hangout, but Viola, of course, award-winning actress, Academy Award-nominated actress. She was on Doubt, Solaris, what else? The Help. All of
Yeah,
that.
she's a great actress.
Did she win an Academy Award?
No.
That's what I told Maria this morning.
I said I believed you, Tony.
Well, but no, you doubted me, and
But she should
I
have.
had doubt.
You doubted me about Doubt, and I was very hurt.
Oh, Tony.
She's trying to throw shade on your game, Tony.
Let me put our little thingies up here. Why it never saves, you guys. If you're just tuning in every day, Matt, you tell them what we do here every day.
I don't know. Every day we hang out. Every Friday we talk about movies, new movies in theaters, classic movies, maybe some TV. Yeah, it's a better weekend for TV than movies. Because I think at this point everyone's probably seen Captain America. Spider-Man 2, not so amazing.
Really?
I've heard mixed reviews of Spider-Man, though.
Yeah, not good. Well, we're going to tell you about it here in just a second. Hold on.
Yeah, it's weak.
And I can't wait to get results from Matt actually about the new X-Men movie that's coming out this month.
Yeah, I'm hopeful about that one. I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah.
I'll be telling on that Friday that it comes out on theaters.
Yeah,
I hope they tie some Moody Blues music into it, being called Days of Future Past, because that's, yeah.
I can't believe Carl Jr. sponsored those guys to do commercials of the actors.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, what?
About the Carl Jr. commercials with the X-Men characters?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
No, Matt said it was kind of weird.
Oh. Why?
Nice dress.
They should.
Same comment here, Jim.
Yeah, nice dress.
Looks
Wonderful
nice.
dress, Maria.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Is that the only purpose of that TV?
Yeah, they sponsor our hangout.
Yes, that's the purpose of that television slide.
Is that its only job?
It's an ad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they were sponsoring our hangouts. You know, ever since I've gotten back, I haven't checked upstairs to see if they were still, but hey. Everything.
Yes, dude.
Carl's Jr., if you're watching, let us know.
Carl Jr.
And we want our free food.
Would like to have some of your
Yummy burgers.
they don't
That's
have
not
double.
double.
Sponsored sandwiches.
That's Tim Hortons, right? Is it double O?
No, it's in and out, in and out.
That's in and out. Yeah.
Still do the
Oh,
famous
famous
star?
Double.
I
Okay.
think so.
Well, I digress. We go to food. We have lots of Cinco de Mayo celebration out there. So on your way out, you should grab some like pink tacos. Okay, so what is it?
Nothing.
Matt actually joins us now. Let's talk movies, shall we, before we get into trouble? Amazing Spider-Man 2 that is starring Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Jamie Foxx.
Dane DeHaan, Sally
Kind of
Field.
thumbs down from the critics. 57%.
The critics are split on it. It's 57%. We call it rotten, but that really means just over half of the critics like it.
You like to look at the cup half full.
There are moments in this movie that are top-notch. There's some really great elements to it, but ultimately, this is a movie that feels like it had a lot of like kind of influence by the MBAs at the studio who said, "Oh, you got to do this and you got to do that." And, it's
Graphics 301, please.
it's a lot of you know, origin stories for characters that just drag the movie to a screeching halt, and it's frustrating because it feels, you know, there's a really good movie in the middle of this, but then there's about an extra 40 or 50 minutes of stuff that just slows the movie. And, you know, it's stuff like, you know, for instance, we get a new villain called Electro, played by Jamie Foxx, and just like we've seen in a dozen other movies, you get to see, you know, a nerdy character come across the hero and get kind of obsessed with the hero, and then an accident happens, and he gets superpowers, and then we get to see him test out the superpowers, and then he makes his appearance, and everyone kind of misunderstands him, so he's going to go into a life of crime and fight the hero, and like that's 20 different movies, right?
God,
I mean,
that's a lot to take in.
I mean, it's practically the same emotional arc that we saw with the Riddler in Batman Forever, right? We've seen that happen a lot, and I don't think we really need to see it again. This is a movie that I think that has been cobbled together by committee, and part of it is the script is from Kurtzman and Orsi, who wrote the Transformers movies and the last couple of Star Trek movies. I'm not fans of their script writing, so it's frustrating. Now, what works in here is like the relationship stuff between Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy. There's some elements that are really fun and really emotionally moving and involving, but there's all this other stuff that just, you know, again, it drags the movie down and slows it down. And so this movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and boy, you feel every minute of that, and it's frustrating.
That's no good.
Wow, no bueno.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, I remember when we spoke about the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, you said pretty much the same thing, that the origin story for Spider-Man was done just a couple of movies ago. Why do it again?
Breaking down Spider-Man 2, the movie, so come join the conversation. YouTube.com/MyFoxLA. And we've got our friends from all over the world. England is here today. We've got Colorado. We have Afghanistan. Ihsan from Afghanistan is here. We've got Orange County. Jimmy from Koreatown. Hello. Come join us.
Pakistan. He's in Pakistan, not Afghanistan.
Pakistan, not Afghanistan.
American with geography.
Yeah. Very bad.
Oh boy. Ihsan, this is the reason why you need
And that was just on TV, too.
Oh.
I hope we didn't get you into major trouble because you had to just like, he's denounced this Pakistan
Country. He moved to
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Moved to Afghanistan.
You get the last half right.
Did you get the Stan right?
You got the Istan right.
The Istan.
Yeah, part of it.
A million apologies. You have to come back.
It's okay, no worries, it's okay.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, I think I'm sure.
There... Okay.
He thinks.
He thinks
Okay.
he's sure.
Yep.
Well,
So-
apologies. Okay, so you have to come back more often. That way, because you know that I have everyone's addresses memorized. In my
Yeah, I know.
Pakistan. Okay, I won't forget it anymore, I promise.
So, Matt, the one thing I wanted to ask you the most, and I think Maria knows what I'm going to ask.
Oh, yes, I do.
Why was Almost Human cancelled?
Okay, wait,
No, I was
you've
sad
gone to
to see
TV
that.
now.
I
To
was
TV.
sad to see that. I think because that show was not, and the ratings weren't there to justify it. I think it's the problem. And as we've seen before, plenty of times, Fox doesn't always know what to do with a sci-fi
Smart series.
You know,
Yeah.
now I
Hey, you
will.
remember the last Fox sort of sci-fi-ish series? What was it called again?
Well, it wasn't
It was,
necessarily the last one, but like they
well,
really dropped the
they
ball
dropped-
on Firefly.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that Almost Human got fireflied.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I liked Almost Human. I liked
It
it,
was brilliant.
and I think that it didn't pull the ratings it
I'm
needed to for a broadcast
surprised.
show. So,
Yeah.
you know, if that show was on something like Sci-Fi Network, it'd probably
Or
still be
FX.
on, or
If
FX.
they should have put it on FX.
Right.
Unless it's alphas.
You know what? Okay, it may have been canceled, but maybe another network will pick it up.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe that's a tough. What happens is the lawyers get involved. Like, oh, we have the rights to the. No,
Oh.
maybe it could end up on FX, but
Yeah.
I don't know that there's. I don't know that the fans of that show are as fierce as
They're
a group. Like, I don't know
yeah,
that they would
yeah.
set up a campaign along the lines of what they might have done for Firefly.
Well, okay, listen, the show The Killing went from, I think it was AMC or where was it before, and then it went to, now it's on Netflix. Like, it got saved again and again.
Yeah, that happens from time to time. I mean, maybe it will,
So,
but
who knows?
that's probably a cheaper show than Almost Human. The problem with Almost Human is that it's a sci-fi show, and so when you've got
Or
effects,
special effects.
it makes it more expensive.
That makes it.
And
And
so-
the
Is there any
the
wonder I've
effects.
seen any promos of Almost Human on Fox?
No.
That's
Well, that's the thing that with Almost Human, there wasn't a single frame of the show that didn't have some sort of effects in it.
yeah,
So I understand. So it's more, it probably budgeted itself out to having the chance to live.
probably.
Yeah. Okay.
At the performance level, like if the
Yeah.
ratings had been higher, it would still be
Right,
on,
right,
but the
right.
ratings weren't high enough.
I told you.
I
my
actually had
story.
something to ask when we were talking about Spider-Man.
Okay.
If you had to choose between the first two Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans or the first two Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans,
I
which
asked
would you
a similar
watch?
question in
I
terms
think-
of the
I think the first two
relationship.
Sam Raimi movies, directed by Sam Raimi, are better movies. However, in spite of the fact that these last two movies are weak, I like Andrew Garfield better as Spider-Man.
And you like the
Then-
chemistry better
Yeah,
with Andrew Garfield
than I like Tobey
and
Maguire.
Emma Stone. Yeah.
And
I
Kirsten
agree.
Dunst.
Yeah.
I agree with you because Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man has more of the wisecracking, the kind of one-liners that Spider-Man is famous for, and Tobey Maguire never had that.
So
Yeah.
ultimately, which movies would you rather watch?
The first couple, the original couple,
Okay.
because they're better films.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
Ultimately. Okay. I get it.
But honestly, I'd probably rather watch Captain America again.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, 'cause
That
you
Green
watched
Hornet?
Captain America, was #1 when it did come out. But that being said, last weekend, Captain America was #2 to the movie called The Other Woman, which was majorly rotten on Rotten Tomatoes at 26%. Did you see that movie,
No.
sir? Why am
No,
I
I don't
not
see movies
surprised?
about women. No,
You-
that's not true.
That hurt?
No.
Okay.
I was in New York all week. They don't have movies up there.
Please. The Other Woman, which admittedly it didn't look good
Did you
to
see
me.
it?
No.
Oh, well, then
I
don't
didn't-
give me a bunch of grief about not seeing
Yeah, but
it.
I didn't see it because I don't watch movies about women. The Other Woman. But Tony and I had this discussion once again that much to the disagreement of Hollywood, women will pay money to go see
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
these movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is wrong with Hollywood? Like, make better movies even. Write better movies. Produce better movies.
Because I think the short version is, and there's a lot of elements to it, the short version is, it's a bunch of old white dudes making the decisions about what movies to make, and they want to watch movies about guys. It's that simple.
Even though I did a whole blog not too long ago about, and there are reasons for this, I get it, that movies with women leads do better.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they do. But at the
there
end
are
of the day,
reasons for that.
there are reasons. But at
When the women stars aren't paid as much, the movies don't cost as much to make. But overall, they give a greater return.
and when the evidence is overwhelming in a certain direction, like, yes, Twilights get made, yes, Hunger Games get made. Like, there's all those movies that do get made because you can't ignore them. But at the end of the day, I think that, I'm speaking very generally here, but at the end of the day, look at Amazing Spider-Man 2. There's a lot of crap in that movie because I guarantee you there's some exec at Sony somewhere who's like,
guy.
well, you have to explain to me
Yeah.
how Electro gets his power. So that's why that's in that movie, right? The audience, I don't think the audience cares, but the execs care. So things happen in movies because the execs don't know the property. They
get involved in the
they get
creative
involved
process,
and
in
they
the
want
creative
they
process.
want something they want to see. Now sometimes that works out well, but what you end up with is you end up with a world where most of the movies are about white men because the old white guys making movies or greenlighting movies want to see, like, I think if you ask the
And
average
it's got
studio
to
exec, like,
change.
well, but it's an issue of like the average guy has to be pushed a little bit to see something like The Other Woman or see something that's got female character. Now that's not to say, and I think that's part of a cultural issue, but look, like when I'm sitting at home, if I'm flipping through the channels or something, a story about female characters won't necessarily be my first choice because for a variety of reasons, right? Because for whatever reason, it may not be my first choice. Now that's not to say that I won't sit and watch it, but I think that there's a subtlety that happens there. And look, like, studio execs should not be completely beholden to their own tastes. But I think that you've just got a lot of people who, like, oh, I want to see a movie about, I want to see another. I mean, this is why, it's why the Smurfs get made, right? Like, the Smurfs get made because you've got people who are making the decisions who remember that from when they were little kids or knew that their kids watched it. Now, nobody in the last 10 years has watched the Smurfs, right? The Smurfs
really
have not been on
know
TV
who
in
the Smurfs
30
are.
years,
Yeah.
right? Or 20 years at least. But somebody at Fox who's older is like, oh yeah, Smurfs, let's make that, right? So that's what happens. It's kind of the same reason that you end up with a bunch of movies about white dudes, because people want to watch, or
People
the studio execs,
movies that
the studio execs, like, they want to see that, and it's funny, like, there's not, you could say, you could go into, I mean, for instance,
how do I become a studio executive that greenlights movies? How do I do that?
You got to be an old white dude.
I gotta be an old white dude. I gotta pretend to be an old white dude.
Okay. Now there's your movie pitch. There's your movie pitch.
Yeah.
No, there's your movie pitch. You do a kind of thing with the prosthetic makeup and everything, where
And I go in there and infiltrate. Yeah.
I'd be very interested in your take on this because in recent years we've had actually an increasing number of very successful women who are head of the studio.
Sherry Lansing, right?
Yeah. And I mean, Disney was practically saved by this woman who just left.
I think that it's if you, depending on what your definition of the word conservative is,
that's
the mindset at studios is very conservative. 9 times out of 10, stories are told.
Especially Disney.
Stories are told in the same way,
Yeah.
and casting is done in the same way. It's interesting, and I think it's really exciting that they've cast a black dude as the Human Torch in the next Fantastic Four movie, right? That character has hardly ever been represented in the comics as a black man, and I think that's a good sign to me. Now, it's not enough, but, like, that's a step in the right direction, right? That it's arguably colorblind casting, right? It's
Well, they have a Black Annie now, too.
What
so.
was that?
They have a Black Annie now.
Yep.
Yeah, they do have a Black Annie.
They
You're
do.
so
They
right.
do. And there was all that talk a
That's
couple
the
years
Jamie
ago
Foxx one,
where
right?
what's his name? From Community.
Will Smith's daughter.
Childish Gambino.
The Community?
From Community, the guy that just left Community.
Donald Glover.
Right. Donald Glover was angling to get cast as Spider-Man. And everyone's like, oh, you can't have a black Spider-Man. Well,
Why
Marvel
not?
then turned around and wrote a black character as the Ultimate Spider-Man. Like, they were playing in the Ultimate storyline. So clearly, like, there's some people who are into it, and what would be cool is, when this is all done, maybe the next round of Spider-Man, like, it's the Miles Morales character, who's a young, like, 14-year-old black kid as Spider-Man. Like, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Right? So,
That would be awesome.
A lot of it is about casting, is it not?
Some of it's
Well,
about
it's all
casting.
related.
About
It's
getting
related.
someone that you know will have universal appeal.
It's related.
it's related. You know, I mean, I would say at the end of the day, what it really boils down to is our responsibility as a society, right? Like it's the same thing with sequels and prequels.
But that's the idealistic way of looking at it.
You did. You sit down. Sit down.
The realistic way of looking at it is if you're going to have that happen,
right?
You're going to have to get someone that they think has universal enough appeal,
right,
that they can take a chance on the person, right? I mean that's realistically.
And you know, we've got. I mean, we talked about this a few weeks ago. You know, you've got that handful. There are a few black actors that can get Will Smith, Denzel.
Washington,
you know, there's a couple other guys that, and I think Jamie Foxx is right on that.
There.
Like he's getting there. There's a few guys that can kind of get whatever role they want, right? If Will Smith says, "I want to play Abe Lincoln."
Somebody will make it. Somebody will make it.
George Washington.
Like it happen, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I get it. Yeah.
So, ultimately, you know, for something like The Other Woman, I think that there are a lot of underserved audiences in this country. That are not getting movies that appeal to their tastes.
Well,
what about an Asian superhero, though?
Smart studio execs don't just look at what they're interested in.
Well, can we continue down? Because a prime example of that would be, and not everybody, but a lot of people don't care for his movies. But
Tyler Perry.
Yes, but do you recall that for the longest he couldn't get his movies made?
No, and he made them himself.
Because the studio exec said, "Oh, church-going, you know, Sunday church-going black people.
They don't go to movies.
They don't go to movies."
Okay.
I kind of think they do. Oh man, I was going to ask you about the Star Wars casting and what you thought of that.
I know. But,
there should be more women.
I know.
While we're on that subject.
Thank you. I love that you said that.
Where is Billy D. Williams? What happened
exactly?
Billy D. Did he not say he was going to be part of it?
Hey, she's back.
See you guys.
Bye, Matt.
I see Matt.
How are you?
Candace,
Bye, Matt.
That is from RottenTomatoes.com.
I'll see you next weekend, next Friday.
And whatever it is you do.
No, it's not my fault.
Dude, there were resolutions that just go out for y'all.
I wanted to ask him what he thought of Need for Speed finally, because we talked about it before it came out.
Okay. Hey, Andrew, if you can hear me, Andrew, can you tell me who I'm right after? Who am I right after?
Hello, Candace.
Good morning, Candace.
After Marla? Okay.
I think the volume's turned down.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think she has it
Marla.
turned on.
Okay, thank you. Okay. How are you? You look skinnier.
Do you have my number?
Do I?
Yeah.
Just
You look leaner.
I'm leaner. That's what I am.
You are
I've not
leaner.
really lost any weight, but I'm leaner.
So, Candace is back. We I think we sat down with you, what was it, a couple months ago, talking about your book.
Yep.
Candace Cameron Bure.
Yep.
From Dancing with the Stars this season. I don't know if you guys have been
I
paying
can't
attention, but I have seen a couple of, I don't know if it was clips or somewhere where you had all these bruises. You had some bruises.
Oh yeah, the very
crazy.
first week we were doing a contemporary dance. I was quite bruised up.
That was amazing. Really quickly, I just want to introduce you to the faces that are in here, and I think
Okay.
some of them maybe were here when you were here last. Nick is in Dallas. Nate
morning.
is in Colorado. I don't think Nate was here. Kempton was in Canada.
Hi,
Todd
Candace.
is here in Riverside.
Hi.
Jake here in Koreatown.
Hey,
Hector
good morning.
is in Riverside.
Good morning.
Hassan is in Pakistan. Carlos is
Good morning.
in Orange County. And Ayub is in England this morning. And hello,
Hi.
YouTubers.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. Dancing with the Stars, of course, going strong, and you are going strong as well. How is it going? I mean, are you loving it? Are you going, oh my God, what have I got myself into?
No, I'm loving it. I'm totally loving it. It's been quite the experience, and it's been hot. Like, I'm not complaining at all, but it's been a lot. It's really physically challenging and emotionally and mentally, but like, I'm so happy to be on
Now,
the show.
did you know the last time you were here that you were doing the show? Because I don't think we talked about that.
No,
Yeah.
I actually did know, but it wasn't announced. I could not say anything.
Boy, you can really hold it close to the vest, huh? You could have made that announcement here with us on Google+.
I would not be on the show if I did.
course. If you guys have a question, by the way, for Candace, just let me know, and then I'll get it to her because I have to run in here in just a second. But
Okay.
and I know you have to go too. So what's been the highlight so far? What's been happening? I can't remember who your partner is.
I'm
the show.
partnered with Mark Ballas.
Wow, yes.
We're
Mark
coming
Ballas.
into week 8. Will be Monday night. There's 6 of us left, so I'm pretty
You're
pleased
standing strong.
that I'm standing
Do you
strong.
think you'll win? What are your chances?
Oh,
what do you think?
you know what? Honestly, I don't even know. Like, it's week to week to week.
Come on, you've got to be positive and say,
I
I'm
am
going
positive.
to win.
I want to win.
You
I
want
would
that
love
globe.
to. That
Yeah.
mirror ball trophy.
That mirror ball. Yeah, exactly.
But this has been a really interesting journey just for myself. I'm super proud of myself for having made it to week 8. Of course, I would love to win this, but like every week that I'm on that show is just, it's like the cherry on top at this point.
It's amazing. Hi, Clarissa.
Hi, Maria.
Everybody that I see come off of that show is just in incredible shape. I mean, already you were in amazing shape before, but I would love to be on the show just to learn how to dance. I mean,
I know.
That's incredible.
The crazy thing is we're learning all these dances, but like I don't really know that I'm going to be able to dance any of them. Like if I go to some salsa club
You and your husband go
but my
to-
husband doesn't dance. He just, I grab my girlfriends and we go dance. So we're learning this choreography week to week. And of course I'll know the basic steps of the majority of the dances, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like such good exercise.
It's there.
though.
You can pull it out whenever you need to.
Yeah.
Yes, Nate, go ahead.
Wait, yeah, I was just wondering for a question. Before the show started, were you given any like exercise or preparation to say, here, get in shape, or were you just thrown in on day one and you had to start learning, so then you were all like sore and had to deal with that?
Yeah, it's a good question. Well, I knew a month before I was doing the show. I mean, I had signed on a month before they announced it. So I was already in good shape. I didn't have to get into physical shape to start the show, but we weren't allowed to start practicing until we started on the actual day. It was not allowed.
Oh, okay.
So so that was it. I mean, I started day one with Mark and just started learning.
And the kids, how are your kids? Have they gone to
My
the
kids
showings?
come to the show every week, and so is my husband. They love it. They're super excited that I'm on the show, and they're rooting me on. And my daughter will come to practices with me sometimes on the weekends, and they've loved it. It's like our family Monday night thing to do now.
That's fantastic. Did I have any other questions?
Can I ask a question?
Hi.
Hi, Candice. So can I ask you about the behind-the-scene process? So do they have cameras on you guys while you're practicing all the time? And were there some scenes that it's really funny or embarrassing or whatever that they decide to show, and some that they did not, and you thought, ooh, good, they didn't show that?
That's a good question. I wondered about that. Are there cameras there all the time when you're rehearsing?
We have cameras on us 24/7. I mean,
Wow.
when we're at the rehearsal studio, when we're at camera blocking, everything. So there's nothing that's not on tape. And then what you guys see at home when they put together the little 2-minute package before we dance, they have to take hundreds of hours of editing and bring it into 2 minutes of what they want you, the viewers, to see. So there's tons of other stuff that goes on. That's so funny. Mark and I are probably the clowns of the group. Like we just laugh and we're goofy. And Mark sometimes reminds me of my 14-year-old son. He's just like hilarious and makes like just farting noises all the time, all day long in my ear. We're dancing all day.
I know that Marla is on the set now, you guys, but I have one last question, and then I'm going to let you go. Who do you think is your biggest, who's the one that you really are watching out for in terms of the competition? Which couple are you watching the most?
That's pretty easy. Meryl Davis, she's and Charlie White, but they're the Olympic ice dancers. So they're incredible. She's an unbelievable dancer, and definitely I think the fan favorite right now.
I have to run into the set. So, Candace, thanks so much for coming back.
Oh, can we have a photo, and can you get Candace to sign?
Can you guys take a photo? Because I have to run. Okay, ready?
Candace could stay here for a couple minutes if she wanted.
Did you take it? Yay.
Get it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome.
Okay.
Thanks. Good to see you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone. Okay, cool. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Candace. Thanks for coming.
Oh, she's not going to say it in the calendar.
I don't think she had
I
time.
think she probably signed it last time
Maria
too.
had to rush. Yeah.
Well, darn.
I think she might have done the calendar last time anyway, but yeah.
Tony!
Tony!
Man.
You silent.
Billy D.
So you're staying with the blue now? You like the blue? You like the blue, Tony?
Am I muted?
You're gunner? No,
No.
you're not.
No, you're not muted,
Can
Tony.
you hear
We
us?
can hear you, Tony.
We can hear you.
William.
Are we muted?
No,
Yeah,
you
probably.
lower down the volume because of Marla.
Yeah, our speaker volume.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello?
We can hear you.
We can hear you, Tony, but can you hear us?
You know, I swear she does this on purpose.
No, no.
Turn up the volume.
Speaker
The Marla
volume.
behind you. Turn up the volume, Tony.
It's all about sabotaging me. It is. It really is.
There.
Speaker.
Can you,
Clarissa,
How are you, Billy D?
Can you hear us now?
what is wrong? Why have I not seen you here?
Okay, work is just really, really just over
Is that a good thing?
It is, but it's just hard to adjust my schedule to come into the hangout. So today I was like, good, I finally cleared it, and then it was full for like an hour. Even if I spend 10 minutes with you guys, I'm happy.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. Well, it's so good to see you. It's been a while.
Yes, thank you. How are you doing? I'm loving the glasses.
You're loving the purple?
Yes.
Oh, it's purple. I thought it's blue.
So do they actually work?
Hmm?
So do they actually work? I mean, do they?
Oh yeah, they're very good. Yeah, Tashaka turned me on to these.
Yeah, the gunners.
Yeah. Now he has the orange, and I tried to rock the orange, and that didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
So I sold the orange ones to Maria, who looks really, really. I mean, not that Maria.
That's her color. Yeah.
But she looks really, really good in the orange. She doesn't rock the purple as much, or the black. But because I think it's just in terms of how the orange looks with her color.
Yeah.
It looks really good on her.
So the same principle that applies to phones also applies to glasses.
You have to stand on that one.
No? Listen, you're going to go back to being Nathaniel here in a minute.
Well, you see, I'm actually planning on ordering a set myself. So
Are you? I would. Let me, and don't take this the wrong way. But of course you will.
Thank you, Josh.
I wouldn't do that to you, Tony.
Honestly, and tell me, Maria, if you agree with me. These glasses come in different colors, obviously. Maria has the orange, which she looks gorgeous in. They also come in a yellow. I forgot what they call it, but they don't call it yellow, of course, because yellow. They call Maria's fire. They call mine ink.
Purple ink.
And then they have black, which is onyx. And then they have yellow. I forget what the yellow is. And then they have blue, which is cobalt. And then they have, these are the ones I think, believe it or not, that would be like super cool for you, because they would really bring out the cool part of you. And they have what's called ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Bring out the super cool part.
Ghost it's white, but it's kind of almost a translucent white. Those you could rock.
Like a frosted frame, like they're frosted.
Yeah, they're like frosted. Yeah, that's exactly right.
I mean, seeing as it's my birthday tomorrow, I
go with the beard.
My present to myself.
Don't you guys think that he could rock the frosted?
Oh yeah, they go with his beard.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
You could rock those, you really could. Yeah. Now, Jimmy, you probably could get away because you have one of those faces. You could probably get away with pretty much anything. Kempton, if you were gonna buy some, I would. What do you think? Onyx?
For who?
Kempton.
Kempton. That's a good question. Let's see. I'm becoming an expert on these gunnery glasses. Kempton.
Onyx. I'm gonna go with Onyx.
You got to go with the classic Onyx. I agree with you.
Now Nathan or Nate.
Stop calling him Nathan.
He doesn't like Nathaniel. Nathan is his name. But here's the thing. Just so you guys know, I'm going to say this very softly so Nate can't hear me. He's really sensitive about that. So You can't refer to him as Nathaniel. It really ticks him off.
I'm gonna need therapy by the time this thing else is done.
Here's what I think. Okay, let's go down the line. Ayub definitely could
Do the ghost. I think he would do the ghost. Because again, it's not a.
Yeah, but you know what? I believe Ayub could do the ghost and the ink, which is what you have.
I have the ink, so think about that.
Yeah, Carlos could definitely rock those fire orange ones.
Yeah, he could rock the ghost too.
Yeah.
Because it'd be such a stark contrast to Carlos's,
Yeah.
No, these are the ones I want to get, Maria.
Which ones?
Oh, the ones without the frame.
Okay, are you before you buy those? Because those are first of all the most expensive ones.
Wait a minute. What is that?
Those look really good. They're the same. They're gunners. Are you? Can I warn you before you buy those? Because I was considering those too. Read the reviews, okay? Just read the reviews.
Okay.
They're so good.
Because people are complaining about those. If you notice, they don't have 5 stars. I think what do they have? Like 3.5, 4.
Something like that.
There's a reason for that, and the reason is apparently when you wear them so long, they really start to, unlike these, they really start to.
Tony, I just got an image. I just realized now what you do when you leave here and you go home.
What do I do?
I know now what you do.
What does he do? What does he do?
He shops.
You go home and you shop.
Oh my God.
You are constantly reading reviews and you're shopping online.
No, that's not.
In your underwear.
If you can do it, do it. Hey, Tony, if you can do it.
It's Pantless Friday. It's Pantless Friday.
This is what you do.
That is not what I do. But just read the reviews, particularly the ones that are very. Oh, see, Maria's completely off base here. But let me tell you
I'm
what.
imagining you now. This is what
I know. This is where your twisted, demented, warped mind goes. But let me tell you. No.
This is what you do every day.
Here's the thing. When I decide to buy a product, and Clarissa will go with me on this because Clarissa, bless her heart, I love Clarissa. First of all, she's beautiful and she's smart, which is all the more reason why I'm glad that she's on my side. When I decide to buy a specific product, and this is why I tell you this, listen, I'm like a pit bull with a bone. I read everything there is to read on that product, and I will go hours before I decide to make a final purchase. So I've done the research for you, Ayu.
Well, the other option are the RPG ones, which I also like the look of. But I'll see.
Yeah, and also. Now, the one good thing about the ones you're thinking about is that they are wide frame for a wide face, and I can tell you have a wide face. Keep in mind some of those glasses are for narrow faces, and they'll tell you that, or so you definitely don't want to.
I'm only looking at the wide ones, so yeah.
Yeah, but read the reviews on that because I don't think you wear any headphones over yours or anything like that, right? Because that's a huge problem. It hurts. Yeah. They hurt when you put them over that particular style. Yes, because they hurt. They hurt. I'm telling you, that's what a lot of reviews said.
Okay, how did you guys get into the gunner thing? Oh, because you were noticing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys didn't tell me what color is going to work for me.
Wait. We're going down the
Clarissa,
line.
Clarissa,
Hold on.
what?
So Carlos could rock the orange or the snow. Clarissa,
ooh.
Definitely onyx. For sure.
She could definitely rock the onyx. I think, and she's one of the rare people. I'm gonna say.
She might be yellow.
I'm gonna. No. I'm gonna say Clarissa is one of the rare people who could rock the cobalt blue.
Oh yeah, definitely cobalt blue.
Yes.
Clarissa. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. Yes, I agree.
And that's rare because I don't think very many people can rock those cobalt blues.
I haven't. You should order that one.
Cobalt blue.
I want to try it on. Yeah.
Oh, you
order one. I just want to try it out.
You want me to spend $60 so you can try them out?
And then she can buy them, and then you can get the other ones.
Because I've tried them all on now. I've tried the orange, which I have.
Yeah.
The black and the purple, the ink.
But the orange definitely.
Because Tony's bought all of them, so I've been able. So why not just go all the way? Just order.
And what about for your little bro, Tony, right here?
Do they carry it in a store or is it just online?
Store.
Yeah, don't buy them in a store. Don't you dare.
No, try it in the store.
No.
No, you can get a deal on is it Amazon.
Yes,
or?
you can go.
Try
They
it.
do
You
sell
can
them
see
in
the
certain.
color
They
in
do
the
sell
store.
them, Kempton, in certain brick and mortar stores. Yes, you can go in and try them and then
Try
go
it.
on Amazon. That's what
Yeah,
you do.
right. Yeah.
Well, I've
There's
actually
a
got
name
I've actually got a 25% off voucher for them, so I'll be using that.
Oh, really? Oh, that's really
Oh,
good.
That's even better.
That's even better, Ayub. Hector,
Hector could do.
I'm gonna go with you could do the onyx.
Definitely Onyx.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely you could do the classic
I
onyx.
wouldn't do the ink on Hector.
No, Hector, no.
No.
Onyx, I
Think
would
Hector,
agree.
I'm sorry.
Onyx, yeah.
I think you're limited.
I
That's
think- No, Hector has a particular.
It's all about knowing what you look good in. Sticking with it.
looking good on you, Hector.
Yes, Hector knows that he's like one of my, he's one of my bros, so he knows I'm not bagging on him.
And I'm up in the
Now,
Jimmy,
Jimmy, here's the thing about you.
Now, Jimmy could do.
Jimmy, you can rock a lot of them.
Jimmy, you could do each and every single one of
You
them.
could just about go with anything. You could.
Yeah, you could do the yellow.
You could actually even rock the yellow.
You could do the yellow, the
You
purple.
you could do the ghost. You could do the ink. You could do the
Fire.
cobalt. You could do the.
Yes.
You could even like Tashaka can get away with the
Yeah.
fire, the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Jimmy,
can pretty much rock any of them.
You can write your ticket on that.
Now, I don't want to get racist about this, Jimmy, but part of it is because you're black.
Part of it is clearly Tony not have the same.
You're a
Man,
particular
I have missed you guys.
You are a particular brand of black, and so. Just saying.
A particular flavor of black, yeah.
You're a different flavor. You're a particular flavor, and so you can get away with a lot of different things. John, you're not the same flavor, bro.
Ooh.
You know what? I do think John can do these.
John, you could rock
You
the
could
ink.
do the ink.
In fact,
for
I'm
sure.
gonna go out on a limb here, John, and say that if you rock the ink, they would bring out your inner super cool.
I agree, John. You should go for the ink. I think that would look really
They
cool.
they
on
would
you.
they would bring out your inner
Yeah.
super cool.
Yep. That is his color.
Yeah.
I agree. Now we've already said.
Now we've
Kempton.
already said Kempton has to go with the classic onyx.
Classic onyx for Kempton.
Yeah.
Nate.
Nate, now you're one of those white guys.
Nate, yeah.
You're one of those white guys that could rock a lot of different colors.
Yep. I agree.
You could do ghost, you could do onyx, you could do ink, you could do, I don't know about the orange, but you could almost even get away with the yellow.
I think he could do every color but white is what I don't.
You don't think you could do the ghost?
I don't think not as good.
No?
You could do it, but not as good. But you could do all the other colors.
But you have that kind of
You have the blackness white in
Yeah.
Would Ghost be too Moby? Imagine me with a shaved head.
I think the white would be too.
Ayub I think would rock the ghost
Ayub
better
could
than
do it.
you would,
Ayub
to be
could
honest.
do it.
But you could get away with it.
Ayub could do it. Now, Nick.
Now, Nick, my brother.
You know it's going wrong when he's talking about it. You know it's going wrong.
Nick, we gotta, we're gonna have to stick with the onyx with you.
I don't know. I disagree with you.
What
on
do you
this.
think we should go with Nick?
I think Nick could do ink.
Oh no.
Come on, Tony.
Inner rock and roll in him.
You know what, Nick? No. I'll tell you what I think Nick could do. If he really wanted to go out there, really go out there. Now, your church folks might talk about you, but if you really wanted to go out there, you rock the cobalt blue. He could do that.
He could do blue for sure.
Yeah, I think cobalt blue more than ink.
Nick, I think you could do ink. That's my personal opinion.
Cobalt blue. Because you know the cobalt. Because the difference between the ink, which is kind of, you know, you can see this. These
You
are
know what?
purple.
I have an idea. Okay,
What?
good. Keep talking. Keep talking.
You know, the ink are, you know, they're more subdued because even though they're purple, they're more subdued. The cobalt blue screams because it's a bright blue.
Oh, I can't do it. That's right.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to put the glasses on Nick, but I can't. There's like these little yellow
He
glasses.
could rock the cobalt blue, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that he's young.
Yeah.
And he could do that. Nobody's gonna look at. In fact, if you guys go to, you know how sometimes when you do something. Really?
What are we gonna go through with that?
Green is not an option.
I thought there were other colored glasses.
You know what? Here's the thing. You know how when you buy something online, and then if you don't mind, I'm trying to make a serious point here, and you're making me look like Mr. Magoo.
Oh, there's no way out of this for you. I'm not the only one needing therapy now.
Hey, it's on topic. The blood glass.
Now Maria's
All right, Tony.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
I just want to ask you a question: whether I would be able to rock the PPK version in the snow. It's in white. The slightly narrower, thinner frame. but
PP in the
also
snow
white.
is all I heard out of that
No,
sentence.
PPK.
PPK.
You think Nick would be able to? Is that what you're saying?
No, for me.
Oh, for you.
For you.
I love Nick, but I'm going to talk about me first.
You can do any version.
What did you, bro?
What about these ones?
I like the phenoms.
Here's,
I like
yeah,
the phenoms for me.
here's what you have going for you, Ayub, which is why I think you could pull off any of these, is that you have
Those are awesome.
that's going on.
Well, that's a large part of it. Yeah.
Well, but that's my point. That's the neutralizer for any accessory that you put on your face.
Well, and he has the gray going.
And the gray, so you could.
That's
pretty
why I think the
much
gray and the
do-
bald head will allow him, even though
Yeah.
he's not 19.
That's fine.
That's why I think the snow he could still rock the the ghost. I think that
That's what I mean. He could do any of that.
Now, Nick, I think you could do the cobalt blue. Do you guys have? Because you know how when you, in fact, Nick, I'm going to tell you this. You know how when you buy something online, and then all of a sudden, every time you go online, there'll be an ad for because Google or whoever it is following your what you bought in the past.
I know,
Yeah, they're sending another one.
The model who is rocking the Gunners, Nick, has your facial shape.
Well, then you
Really?
have to look at every gunner ad.
And it's and that model is wearing that model is wearing blue.
Yeah, Nick could do blue. We should get commission from gunner.
Yeah, we have been talking about.
We should see if you're right. My birthday's in 15 days.
Yeah, they should send every single one of us in the hangout here.
Exactly.
I didn't think it would look so ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm
send them a
gonna
link.
tell you something, Ayub. I like the ghosts. I really do. I just don't think they would work on me. But I really like them.
You'd really go into the pimp category.
Yeah, see, that's I don't want to go down that road. You know.
Especially with that white sweater that
Yeah,
you have.
Oh my gosh. Maria, get Tony a cane.
Why did you need a gray coat? Fluffy hat.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, you know what's coming, don't you, Nate? Your name is coming now.
Yup, eject is coming next, Nate. Eject.
You call me whatever you want. If someone gets Tony a cane, you call me whatever you want.
But I gotta tell you, I love the ghosts. I mean, because they're kind of translucent. So I like that kind of white where it's kind of translucent, and that it's kind of it's got a super cool factor to it, but it's just
Just order it and let me try it on.
no.
So if you're gonna order a pair, order a pair for me.
If any representatives of Gunner happen to be out there,
Gunner,
I want the phenoms. I want the
and they want us to just rock just to see what they're like, I mean, we'll send them back because we're not allowed to accept
Look at Fox LA, Rock Gunners, all of us on Fox LA.
because we're not going to
You know
keep
what?
them. We're not going to keep them because we have to send them back. We
You
can't
guys
accept them
should
as gifts.
share this link and go to just the section where we start talking about the gunner glasses and send it to them.
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
tag.
we should each send it to them. Yeah.
And then
Give them a start time. Hey, this is we're just talking about like 10, 15 minutes.
Maybe they could be our next sponsors after Carl's Jr. if
Ah.
Carl's
You know that we
Jr.
were hanging out with.
cares about this
Oh
anymore.
yes.
That's a good idea, Nick.
Okay.
Why not?
You know what, you guys? We are
gotta go.
going.
See you guys.
Go. We're going to interrupt our conversation about Gunnar glasses, and we're going to talk to an alum now from American Idol. So hang on for a second. Yeah, is he here?
I want to talk to Candace again.
Yeah, she was good. By the way, I have to run, gang. See you guys later.
All right, Captain. Have a good week.
Talk for half an hour more.
All right. Hope to see you Monday.
See you guys.
All right.
So we are joined now. If you're just joining us, YouTubers, we've got Sam Wolf, from American Idol, right off the stage, really.
Right off the stage.
Just off the stage from American Idol last night. And we are. This is it's very casual, by the way.
Cool.
It's like a behind the scenes look of what we do here at the Fox 11 newsroom, and we're hanging out with a bunch of friends from all over the world. We've got Ayub, who's here from England.
What's up, man?
Carlos is in Orange County. Clarissa's in New York City. Hector is in Inland Empire, Riverside. Jimmy's in Koreatown, here in Los Angeles. John as well is in Riverside. Nate is in Colorado, and Nick is in Dallas. And Cher has just joined us from Toronto.
What's up, guys?
And
Hey, guys.
Hello, Cher.
And we would have had
How are you?
people from Canada.
Good. Thank you.
So Cher, we've got you guys watching, YouTubers. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Make sure you thumbs up, like us, and share this link. And because we hang out every single day, and today talking to Sam. How are you doing? It's always so nice to see you guys,
Thank you.
but at the same time, it's tough because we know that now you're been voted off, but you're in the top 10, so that means your career is just going to be sky high.
Later, guys.
Yes, of course. How are you feeling, first of all?
I'm good. I feel good.
Yeah. Did you get enough sleep after last night?
I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I still feel good.
Yeah. Okay. What time did you go to bed? Like what time?
Like 2:30, I think.
2:30 this morning. Oh my gosh! And then you've been doing interviews,
So
right?
it's like 5.
Wow. Who was the first person you called last night?
I didn't call
You
anybody.
didn't call anyone. You're so good. Wow. I like. Look. Let me see your arm. What is that?
Oh, it's a treble clef.
Look.
You can see that, I guess.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Yeah. Is that your only tattoo?
Yeah.
When'd you get it?
2 years ago. Yeah.
How old were you then?
I just turned 16. Yeah.
I know. Oh boy, my
Crazy.
goodness. Well, you've done pretty well for being 16.
Thanks.
Right. Now you're gonna what's the plans? Because I know that you will be part of this tour when you guys go on tour this summer. Is that right?
Fairly major experience for you fairly early on in your life. I'm just wondering, how much do you think this has changed you? How much do you think the attention and the success to get to the top 10 has affected how you react to everything else?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I feel like I've really grown since
Yeah.
I've been in this competition, and
Mhm.
just like each week I feel like more comfortable on the stage,
Mhm.
and I feel like this whole experience prepares you and helps you as an artist.
Speaking of artists, who are the artists that you look up to besides John Mayer? I guess.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran,
Uh-huh.
David Gray,
Mhm.
James
Oh, David
Taylor.
Gray. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
classic James Taylor. Did your parents always music in the house?
Yeah, my dad
as
always like.
growing up.
My dad was the one who showed me like James Taylor,
Mhm.
David Gray, and all them. Like I remember listening to them when I was really young.
Are you prepared for the kind of like crazy famous paparazzi and all that kind of stuff? That I mean, have they started following you, taking pictures of you wherever
Yeah,
you
well,
are
a few
and stuff like
times
that?
when we were like out in the public, we get recognized.
Yeah, how does
So
that?
it's cool.
How's that making you feel? Like
It's different. I'm still getting used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's weird.
Now, who's advising you? Because you're a young man.
Yeah.
You're 18,
I am.
and these young stars that come up, and there are a lot of negative influences that are out there.
Hmm.
How are you going to stay away from that kind of stuff?
I'm just gonna stick to my gut and hopefully try not to do anything stupid.
What do you think of, let's see, the Miley Cyrus and, these young artists that are up and coming and getting
Yeah.
so big? And
I mean, it's good for them.
Justin
It's crazy.
Bieber's
Yeah. I
and-
mean, but Oh, you mean like what they're doing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever they're gonna do. I mean, it's not really my business, but if it's working for them, I mean.
What else? What else do you like to do on your off time? When you're not focusing on your guitar and music, what do you like to do with your friends?
We just like hang out. We go mudding.
Mudding? What's that?
Like when like in a truck, like we just go in like mud pits and stuff. Yeah. But I guess that's about it.
Is there a special someone in your life? I hope I'm not like taking too much of your time. No? Okay.
Oh no, there isn't right at the moment.
No.
My guitar, actually.
That's so funny that you said that. When I was learning how to play the guitar, I was so obsessed with it that I literally would sleep with my guitar. Not on purpose, but I would.
Now that's obsession.
Yeah, I would fall asleep with my guitar next to me. That's how obsessed I was.
Alex did that once.
Who did?
Alex Preston on the show.
How are the guys? Like, how is Ryan Seacrest and J-Lo and
They're all really nice. I mean,
do they interact with you beyond what when you're on stage and stuff?
We only see them during show
Just
days.
during the show days.
But they're really nice.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Hopefully, still making music and touring, and just doing music.
Yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, listen. Best of luck. I know that you're going on tour with the rest of the gang this summer. Will you come back and visit us?
For sure.
I would love it if you could sing next time.
Yeah, I would love to.
But I know that there are some restrictions right now that you can't really sing. But
my life's signed away.
Next time you come, I'm sure you'll have an album or a new song. So hopefully you can come and sing next time you're here.
Cool.
Okay. You look great. You don't even look stressed at all or bothered or anything. I feel good. It's fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
Anyway.
So mellow, relaxed.
Yeah, you're probably the most relaxed.
Really?
American Idol finalist that I've talked to.
Wow.
That has been voted off. Very much so. Let's take a quick photo before you go.
Sure.
Okay. I'll take my camera app out. And boom. Okay. Here we go. Come close. There's our camera right there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese. You are. Okay, I want you to sign my calendar.
Give a cat calendar. That's cool.
You don't have to.
For me.
You don't.
Sorry, man. Ha ha ha. Okay. Ha ha. Okay, here's a pen.
Sure.
And where are we? We're here, Friday. So anywhere here. Do you like cats?
Yeah, I like kittens, but I don't like when they grow up to be cats.
Really? They do. Here, anywhere. I'm allergic to cats. I love cats, though.
Yeah. Wait, so sign in here?
Anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I can read your writing. Thank you.
There you go.
You should see everyone else's. I don't even know who was here last week.
Wow.
But you, I can tell, Sam. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Take
Bye.
Care. Bye.
Bye, Sam. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh. So cute, so young, so fresh, so green.
Yeah. Very calm and laid back, though.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, like whatever, man. Like, yeah, with my guitar.
Never know who's gonna stop by. Viola Davis is in the house, but she couldn't stop by. She had to go.
That was a shame. But yeah, that was an interesting little chat. He kind of didn't have much to say.
He's still shell shocked, I think.
I think when you're he's very young.
Yeah.
Just very
Well, he probably still hasn't had any rest either. He's, they're 24 hours a day over there, and so this is his first day pretty much getting any kind of rest. So he's probably like still like getting off of that high,
Yeah.
I'm putting it.
There's a lot of food on the set right now, and I am probably, if I end the hangout now, you'll know why.
Is that where Tony went? Is that where Tony went? I saw him disappear. No. Okay.
No, that's exactly where Tony went.
Exactly.
But I am going to go in there and check it out. Okay, on that note, hey guys, thanks so much for joining us. Do you see that we have 2 hot chicks in the hangout?
Sure, you mean 3.
3, I was about to say. I'm counting you too, Maria.
Oh, you're so sweet. I didn't even know, but Yeah, I'm so happy. Look at that.
Estrogen power activate.
Someone is spamming me in the comments. Any website, WordPress, Drupal, Blogger, email, Tumblr.
Don't read their advert out for them on air, Maria. That's just not fair.
Right. Anyway, okay, you guys, listen. Have a great weekend. It's May. Happy belated May Day from yesterday. For those of you who celebrated.
Belated May Day.
All over the world. And I will see you on Monday. I'll be here. We'll be here. Tony will be here.
Bye, Tony. I can see you waving there.
Have a good weekend.
Bye, YouTube. Keep it
Bye.
Bye.